J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Ravens at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 5. Carry here for Burgess. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Jackson now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. 6-0 our score after 1. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 16, Jackson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal. Dobbins will score.
Touchdown, Baltimore. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They hand this off to Harris. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Boykin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
This is Burgess.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll run with Burgess. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They run the counter. Burgess. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive. And finally, I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down, Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Harris on the draw. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd down and goal. Brissett. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. To throw again is Jackson.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Malik Harrison
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Burgess.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Jackson. Able to find Lazard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run it again with Janovich. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Burgess. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone.
He's at the 50.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
from the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Another carry for the fullback, Janovich. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now a first down carry for Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 47 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A give to Harris. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.